pandemic trapped a bunch of aging role-playing gamers in their homes, forcing them to crawl out of their pen and paper comfort zone and into the online world of virtual tabletops and video calls. So join them as they raise the curtain to share their stories, insights, and love of all things geek. Welcome to the Advanced Age Role-Playing Gamers Podcast, assholes.
Hello, and welcome to the Advanced Age Role-Playing Gamers Podcast. This is episode 7 of It's Always Cloudy in Kalisz. I'm Nathan, and I'm the GM. We're playing the alpha rules of Free League Publishing's Twilight 2000.
And we don't think they're actually all three.
That's not part of the intro, dude. That's an outtake. You fucked it up.
Damn it.
Today's episode is brought to you by Prozac. Prozac.
Did you say
Prozac? Chewable vitamins for kids.
I thought it was brought by Cialis. Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's maybe. It's probably more appropriate, I guess.
It is, I think, sadly. Or both are.
Well, usually our episodes are brought to you like by Ben Gay and Advil, but you know, this will work.
I'm more of an icy hot kind of
Oh,
God damn it.
Okay, all right.
Okay, Chris.
Hey,
yeah, baby.
Go full capsaicin.
Right? Just want to make sure.
Whatever.
Don't use capsaicin as liquid.
Hey,
I'm not here to yuck your yum.
Focus. Listen, David.
You know what goes well with icy hot?
Starting the game.
Sandpaper condoms.
Yes, good old days. Back in the dark times, we had to use the sandpaper as the condom. We polished the wood, then we polished the wood, if you know what I mean.
Yes. And if you buy Nathan 3 Mai Tais, he'll tell you the story. There I was in Tijuana. I
started at 8 inches. I started at 8 and ended at 6. It was terrible.
Nathan, it's any port in a storm, not Desert Storm. Jesus.
Yeah, man, let's not bring up the war, man. Me and Matt had PTSD issues.
So anyway, so cool fact is we're recording episode 7, but we released episode 2 today, and also the beta of Twilight 2000 came out. So we've only just skimmed over the rules, so we're not going to really kind of transition over to that yet. But it looks like they made some neat improvements, and they added page numbers, which is awesome. We like page numbers. Anyway, so moving right along, let's dive into the story. I'm super excited. We are missing Mr. Blanco Fantasma right now. Hoping he shows up, but we'll see how that goes. So why don't we just go around and the folks that are here will go ahead and introduce themselves real quick, and we're going to start with Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris. I'm playing Minka Gransicalo, the farm girl who is the cause of Nathan's ire last week.
Then on to Tyr.
Hi, I'm Tyr, and I'll be playing Axel Mueller, a failed German pre-med student who's way too old for that. Thank you, Free League Publishing. And I'll also be playing Zofie, a stranded Russian girl.
Awesome. Sean.
Hi, I'm Sean. Unlike Tyr, I'm not bipolar and have 2 characters. I'm playing Gunny Sgt Thomas Mason of the United States Marine Corps. He was with his band of intrepid adventurers who keep stumbling into trouble, it seems. So we haven't been killed yet. We're getting close. And that's that.
Today I think will be the day.
Today we
close.
shall do it.
Did you see my notes?
We don't have Blanco. We might be it for us. The ghost is not with us. Sorry, I got carried away.
Actually, he is here. He's just his mic's muted. He's a ghost.
That's true.
You never know where Blanco is.
It's true.
Hello. Anyway, all right, Matt, let's finish up with you.
Hi, this is Matt, and I'm playing Pavlov Onizhetsky, a Polish small-time criminal who is good friends with Minka, and now we have gone on great adventure together.
All right, so who wants to do our? Hey, Matt, why don't you haven't done a recap? Why don't you do a recap?
Yeah,
for us?
he has actually, but that's okay. You can do it.
I'm
again.
more than happy to do another one. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So last time, the group we had left the firefight and we had killed the marauders, took their stuff, and we drove down to nearby town to sell it. We set up with Nice Man to make a deal. We traded, but on the way back we got jumped by the college. And we all would have died if it was not for the cool and level head that I, Pavlov, showed in the face of danger. And I kept us together, when hotter heads would have seen us all dead. I'm talking to you, Minka, my good
Thank you
friend.
for recognizing my beauty.
Now we have come back empty-handed except for this bottle of piss vodka that they let us keep. And now we must plot what we are going to do next.
So I just realized something. Pavlov is the Polish Borat. He's the Polish Borat.
It's very nice.
I, Pavlov, will take care of everything. All right.
So so you've made it back to that old dilapidated garage that you were hiding out in. Back to Miserable Beast and the rest of the gang. And you welcomed them back. You saw them coming empty-handed. So you figured out that something had gone wrong. So why don't we kind of touched on that last week, but let's kind of pick up where we left off last time.
Yeah, we had just taken a shot to celebrate being alive.
Yes.
So who took shots? And I think
Minka
Axel,
and Axel walked off.
Went off.
Yeah, Axel, I think, was pit. I don't know if it was Axel.
He
pissed
went
off,
back up to the roof to keep watch because he was pissed off.
Minka also went up to the roof because she was pissed off as well.
Okay, so Minka and Axel, do you have anything to kind of? Are you talking about anything in particular when you go up there to kind of blow off steam or complain or bitch or?
It was not a good idea to come here. We should leave. We should get out of here.
Where are we going to go? We need stuff. We need stuff to help us get someplace else.
What are we gonna do? We attack the town, attack the college. We made it out with our lives. We got revenge for those farmers. We have a couple of gallons of fuel that we didn't have once we mix it. And anything else we do, we could come out as a loss.
Or we ambush man from college, kill him.
If we found a place to do it and do it well, then I agree. Racing right down the road after them, I don't think is smart.
Yes, G.I. Joe would take that route. Maybe we use him as distraction. Who knows?
I mean, we don't. We're not a military unit, even though except for the sergeant, he's career military. I mean, we all have some skills, and they're all individual, but we're not designed to take on full-fledged military outfits. Not in the open.
It's true, but anywhere we go, we're going to run into these people. You have girls to protect. I would like someplace to call home again.
I agree with you.
How do we find this place?
These people are not even human anymore. They're taking slaves and they're killing people over some scraps in the dirt. It's almost like they've forgotten the last 10,000 years of human history. They're reverting back to animalistic tribes. But we have to find the way to do it properly. Like you said, I have to look after that girl. I just can't charge into a battle. I have to make sure if we do it correctly. If you find a supply line, if we know someplace they're going to go, some route they always take, and we could set up a trap, great.
They look for a plane. Maybe if we find plane, we set word out, hey, maybe this the plane. They come look for plane. We jump them there.
Yeah, that's a plan. I have a feeling that plane has a lot of radiation involved. That when you told me when they came with the scanners to your body and they're asking after the plane.
But they don't know until they come. They have to come.
It's true. If we can find it, that would be great. I mean, it must be somewhere in this area.
We don't even have to find the actual plane. We just find plane we say we found. They have to come look. It just has to be the right place, right time.
That could work. Cool. I don't know. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. Everyone, we have some bad times, and the times when humanity should be coming together to work together, it's when we're the most at each other's throats.
You're always looking short term.
Killing each other over a couple of gallons of water when we could use that to, water the plants and make food for everybody. You know how to make fuel out of trees, and I used to know how to stitch people up, and we could put this all together, and we could all make something out of nothing. But then you got people like this who want to take slaves and be in charge and be powerful.
We can only take care of us.
Well, if we do it right, then I'm in. And I'm happy to help. I don't like to fight, but I will if it's the right cause.
It's very good. We think on this thing.
Blanco will come with me. He likes to fight in a scary way. We learned not to take him out to the pubs too long.
I thought that was because of stories about your aunt.
Yes. Well, we tried to get to know him several times. That man drinks an inhuman amount of liquor. Things I have never seen. Words come out of his mouth that no one understands. And it's scary to be around. But when he's sober, he's a very kind man.
How often is he sober, though? I don't think I see this.
Well, when he was around my aunt, he was sober all the time because she rules the roost. For as strong as a man he is, he absolutely. She would crack the whip, and she would say jump, and he would say how high. He loved her. So.
As an aside, we should totally build up this whipped image of.
Sidebar.
Oh, it's great. Well.
Well, it's not so much whipped. I think it's love struck is what it is. Yeah.
Yes, Isabella, I will rub your feet.
So yeah, instead of a farmhouse prison, we're creating this other kind of prison for him for this episode. So all right, so I think that's a good time to cut to the other the rest of the gang there down enjoying their shot of vodka.
Pavlov.
Yes, Gunny.
Put that bottle down a second and come over here.
Okay.
All right, listen. I think we need a mission. We're just stumbling around here. We just got our shit taken. We're in enemy territory. We got two enemies. We got the Russians and we got this college folk. We don't know who we can trust. I think we should get this girl home. I've been looking at this map. We shouldn't be dragging the kid through this anyway. She's going to get caught. She's going to, and what's going to happen when she gets caught by the Soviets. And if she goes to this college, God knows what the hell they'll do to her. So I was looking at this map, and there's a road that goes west away from this. If we go west and just cut south through the woods to what's this city? Namis, you can pronounce it, Namislaw. Maybe, we'll find something there. We can scavenge and we just go around the south end because it picks up on this road that goes around to the east, way south of the college. We'll probably avoid them. And we won't have to ford the river. What do you think? Is that far enough, you think?
But I am sorry. Show me a map again. You say to go southwest from here?
No, we're going to go west. We go over due west to Olenska, maybe halfway. And maybe about right here, we go due south. And we go south, and we just go south and just go down to here, where this road intersects, and we can follow the road, parallel it or something. I'm sure there's some sort of service road or something for trees or something nearby. We can get around the college, the influence of the college.
It is a very long way around, and we will still have to ford the river. down by Praska, and then again north of Częstochowa. I do not know. I don't think we have the fuel to reach that place. Look, we don't know.
Humvees can ford rivers. All right, you can shut these little vents here, and you can go right across the water with them. You know, they're meant to be dropped in the ocean and go to shore. So
this is you say it go in water and on land.
Yes,
and has push button start.
No, yeah, it has a little push button start. It has things right here. See, I show them the vents. These little vents in the bottom, you close them, and it becomes a tub. The wheels will turn and give you. It's not fast, but it'll get through. As long as that river isn't too fast, we can whip through there and get across.
This is truly a spaceship.
And down at south, the river on this map gets smaller and narrower. So there's a chance it'll be probably more shallow. We'll be able to get across there.
Well, it is then becomes a
GM note. The elevation gets a lot higher the further you go south in Poland.
Okay, yeah, but there's no elevation here.
Just if you're looking at
is it like Rocky? It isn't Rocky Mountain high. It's like
it
hills,
becomes
right?
like hilly, and then the kind of the dark brown area is mountainous.
Okay.
So, Gunny Sgt Mason, I think it's fuel will be the thing that keeps us back. We'll have to find a way to get more fuel. We'll not make it. But don't you not think that we should find out about either this plane, so we have leverage over college, or if nothing else, are you not mad? We should find out someone sold us out from this town. They use the radio.
So I got a question for you. We can listen to the radio, and we will. I'll turn the radio on, Nathan, and see if we pick up any chatter while we're talking. And I go, listen to me. I said, these guys, we just gave them a bunch of guns. All right, they have ammo, they have fuel, they have supplies, they have more people. So let's say the people in this village did betray us. They're in a defensible position. We start knocking them off. They know the lay of the land better than us. They have more resources, and there's less. And we have a kid. I said they might have more ex-military. My skill. They're going to smoke us. It's just not a good. We don't have a tactical advantage here. The college, you guys got jumped by a bunch of guys. Last time we had to jump on them, and we barely skated out without getting our asses smoked. I got shot, almost got shot. Blanco, I don't know how. He's a ghost. I don't know how he didn't get shot. But we're literally, and then got the Soviets are the wild card. We can be doing something. We could plan an ambush, go great, be in the middle of a fight, and all that gunfire will bring the Soviets down on us. Then they kill us all. They take the ladies away, and what do you think happens to them? Hell, they might take frickin' our German friend. He looks cute in them tight little drawers of his. They might take him away and do something with him. So they're not. So
you say we should run, but then we will have to hopefully get fuel from other towns.
Listen, it's called a tactical withdrawal. We find another place, maybe some more allies, maybe a better place, and maybe we can do some good later. But up here, it's dog eat dog. I don't know if that's just my suggestion. And this kid, we got this young child with us. I said, if it was just us, we're all adults, but we got this kid. If we can get this kid back to some family and get her safe, and that's leverage. Wherever we go, if there's a group and they're held off and we have a kid, a member of their family, think how appreciative they're going to be when some of their native people and some foreigners bring them up and risk their lives to get them there.
I agree. I guess I do not think of her. Everyone keeps calling her child. She is 16. She has a gun in her pants.
Well,
she stabs Russian. She's not a child.
Well, just because there's a lot I can say to that. But
I am not in charge. I go where Minka goes.
I'm not in charge either. That's why we're discussing this with you. When they get back, we'll talk more. Maybe Blanco. They might have an idea, but I'm going to try and if you guys want to fight these guys, I'll help you. But it's not going to end well for any of us. And I said,
I am not a soldier. I am not going to. I can't fight them. I thought maybe we could get Radoslav by surprise, take him captive, find out if he sold us out or not. But you're right. Then we shoot our way out. I go with what Minka says. I'm just angry. That's all. I want to jump in Humvee and take machine gun and chase them down right now.
So
but it's not. I know that's stupid.
So how many years you think I've been in war?
I think you look like you've been in war a long time, G.I. Joe.
How old are you?
I am 30 something.
All right, so I've been in war as long as you've been alive. I said, and then when I was young, Marie and I in Vietnam, I thought like you. I said, but you know what I learned? The longer you live, the smarter you think. You let your emotions take control of you in the fight. I said, it'll get you killed. Anger is useful, but you harness it to make you think clearer. Then you fight better. All right. I said, you follow your training. Now I have the training. You don't. Training's telling me to do this. If you go off with half cocked, if your dick in your hand, waving your fucking crowbar, you're going to get your crowbar up your ass and your dick's going to be stuck down your throat. So there you go.
That is very specific picture you have painted for me. But I agree. I understand what you say. I will go with it.
You talk about penis a lot.
I got that from hanging around Minka. She talks about cock all the time. I don't know what's wrong with her.
She called you cock.
She's talking about the roosters on the farm.
Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry. America.
She is good girl. You don't talk about her like that.
The cock. You know what I'm saying there, buddy? You want the pipe. You know what I'm saying? All right. Blanco would
Americans.
understand.
So you turn on the radio and you hear that what you think is probably that weird Christian rock station again. You don't hear kind of the active screams that you heard before. It's more like moans in the background and some whispers.
All right, I just let it play.
Okay, Blanco goes up to the roof to kind of take watch over for.
Hey Nathan, is the signal stronger than it was before? Like, is it clearer?
Yeah, actually, yeah. There's less dropouts.
Okay, that's important.
And it seems more in tune.
Gunny says to Pavlov, man, we got to deal with these fucking maniacs where they are. God knows who they are.
Can you use spacecraft radio to see if this town is talking to college?
Yeah, we can change channels. I mean, it's not. Okay, whatever. I start playing with the dial. I scan the dials, Nathan. These guys, the moaning monks, I'll leave out of it. We can leave the moaning monks for now. Playing Striper, just go through channels.
Moaning monks. I'm gonna write that down.
If Blanco comes and relieves us, we'll come down from the roof.
Yeah. He comes in and relieves you guys. Says, "I will take watch now. You go downstairs and
spend time with the child."
Nathan, you did it wrong. It's like Axel. I will sit here and take watch for you. I need to think about Isabel. You go down.
I need some time alone.
Yes. Her robust body calls to me. Axel, did I tell you the time? I have this picture. Axel,
Royal out of the Humvee.
Did I ever tell you the time I stumbled in when she was in the shower naked? Axel.
Oh boy! All right.
Pour the vodka in the eyes. Why?
So you guys come down the ladder, and you hear that the radio station playing again from before, and the gunnery sergeant and the criminal are listening to it.
We switched channels. I'm scanning.
Oh no, they came down when you were before you switched channels.
You hear me call them the moaning monks? Oh, good lord, some moaning monks again. Jesus, these fucking clowns. All right, hey guys, how's it going? We're getting ready to scan the radio, and these guys are on again.
It's very disturbing.
Yeah, so I switch it, Nathan, and try and see if I get any other chatter. And I said, listen, after I go through this, folks, I think we should sit down and discuss our battle plan moving forward. And I said, just a suggestion. And I go through the channels, Nathan. Do you want me to roll for something, or you just want to play?
No. You dial on the channels a little bit, and you pick up pretty scratchy at first, but a feminine voice speaking Polish, and the Minka and
Minka, come here.
And Pavlov
what
pick
is
up,
this?
and it's just numbers. just reciting off numbers with like a pause between them, like 12, 17.
I'll start
49.
I'll start writing them down.
Is this like a math channel?
No, this is a signal station. There's a
Code,
word for
yeah?
it. In World War, they use them. The spies would use them to give out messages. It's been done forever. You pick up a channel and you just broadcast for a little while, and then you shut off. They write. Keep listening, Nathan. See if they think
Yeah,
how
it seems like a sequence of 22 numbers,
Jesus
and then it
fuck.
repeats.
Is it recording, or does it sound like there's difference each time?
Can't really tell. It's pretty faint.
All right. So, does it coordinate like with MacGrid coordinates or anything like that?
Without a cipher, you're not really gonna build.
No, I mean, I would know if it's a grid, like for a map.
No, it's
If it's a one-time pad, you're not going to know at all.
Yeah. All
You
right.
have no
Well, we don't,
frame of reference.
so we have no
Well,
frame
we'll-
of reference, but I note the channel. And I note
Okay.
the time. I said note the channel, time, and the channel for this for me, because this signal will get stronger. if we
I'll
get
write
closer.
it. I'll write it all down and save it.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
so
Thank
I'd
you.
say this is probably about 7:30 at night.
All right. Well, Nathan, if there's nothing else on me, listen to that. Then I'll shut it off. And then I'll go, okay. So I have an idea. I said, so we're sort of puttering around here. We ran into these people who, the college, we took care of them. But then we traded some weapons and some fuel, some resources, and the college found us and paid us back. I think we should take the girl home. I think if we stay here, we're fools. Because one, we don't know the forces of the college. Evidently, they have a strong force more than us, and they're armed, well armed, better armed now. Plus, we have Soviet forces, rogue forces rolling around. We have these moaning monk nuts that God knows what they're doing. And then we don't know if this village betrayed us. I said, I think we need to go west and then cut south underneath of them all. I said, if we can think of any places we think there might be fuel or some people, we could try that. Or we can sneak through at night, try and sneak through. But either way, we got this guy's name. We can drop it if we get stopped by college forces. But when they see the Hummer and the saw and they see me, they're going to want all their shit. I'm telling you, they're going to take everything. They're going to take the Hummer. They're going to take them.
Perhaps we use the car as bait.
So who's here?
We let people in village see the car. We park the car someplace where we can set up trap. When people come to investigate trap, we have people we can question. Maybe they lead us to supplies. Maybe they have supplies we can take.
You're assuming they think it's just us. They could see the Humvee and the saw and a couple people and think it's part of a larger force and send a larger force out. We have a child, a 16-year-old girl. I said with us. He goes, and if she gets caught, frankly, you know what's going to happen to her. I'm willing to gamble my life. I said, but I'm not willing to gamble hers at this point.
I'm all about getting her home. So,
and there's advantages if we do get her home. If these people are set up and they have stuff, and we bring them their daughter, for God's sake, they're probably going to be appreciative of us, and it might get us away from all this. But we got to get away from it. I said we can't defeat this college. I was like, if we kill a bunch of them, they'll send more and more until they overrun. And like I was telling Pavlov, let's say we do engage them and we're winning. The Soviets are nearby. They're going to hear us. They're going to come in and crush us like bugs. And then what's going to happen to that girl? Happen to you, for that matter. So that's those are the risks. It would be different if I had a squad of Marines with me right now, Delta operators, but we don't. And I have limited ammo. I have one machine gun. That Hummer gets hit one good time in the freaking hood with a heavy weapon. It's out. And I'm the only one that knows how to use that saw. And if I get taken out, what are you guys going to do? I'm your combat guy. The rest of you guys are good with long arms, but short, they get up close on y'all. I don't know how you're going to do. Except for Blanco, he's a ghost. But everybody else, Pavlov might be able to do some good with that. But yeah, it won't be long before we're overwhelmed.
A moaning wail from the roof. Isabel!
We've done 40 kilometers since all this started. Lublin is 300 kilometers away. We've gotten in two gunfights in this period. One gunfight every 20 kilometers. Is not good odds. Unless we set terms.
Our biggest problem is going to be fuel. At our current rate, if we are driving off road. The vehicle I look only have has much less than half that quarter tank. I know we have some of the fuel we can convert, but at this rate, we might be able to make it to Namstoy, maybe, but we would need to take roads to we can make it to Namstoy, but that's it. We'll have to find fuel near Namstoy, or we are stuck. We're going on foot.
Pavlov's prison name was The Economist.
Yeah.
Well, it's either that or we go north, back toward the sheep farm, and cross there.
Well, that
Maybe
takes us to
we can-
Kalisz. There's no way we can cross near there, right? That's a huge
No,
battlefield.
Kalisz is bad. Yeah, that's true.
So with fuel we have, we get as far as Nemiswolf. That's not very
Yeah.
far.
No, but
Yeah,
it is,
that's what I was
and there's
thinking.
no guarantee that it is not under the sway of the college too.
Or that is also, enough kilometers away, we probably run into trouble.
Well, we got this clown's name, Smoleski, and he said to drop it at the college. We can say we're out there looking for this something for him if he sees him. And he knows you guys, right? So if they radio him, you can, he can describe it, but it's a risk. I mean, if they catch us at a crossing or something and they got good cover, that Hummer will take a beating, but
I think it was a minor miracle that they got away as they did. I wouldn't put any stock in using this guy's name to get away.
I think best chance is set up ambush for them.
There's an economy here to this new world, and we can either be the ones who do the hunting, or we could be the ones who are hunted.
What does your little girl there think?
I want to get her home, and we need fuel to do that.
I get
I'm
that,
just
but what
saying.
does she think? She has a say in this. Her
Of
life's
course,
in danger. What does she think?
I will translate while you continue to talk.
All right.
The
What does Blanco
fastest
think?
route would be go directly south at night. We try to pass through Kepno, but that's near the college. We take road. We travel farther.
Well,
But I think it
maybe
is
we have to
probably
do
too
that.
dangerous.
Well, Kepno, I don't know. There could be Russians there. It could be anything. But I think we would have seen something, by now. The Soviets might be a little farther north or a little farther east. We have no way of really telling. I don't hear any transmissions on the radio. Usually hear something, but they could be using encrypted radios and different channels. Though I doubt that. We saw the one unit we abandoned and we picked them up. I don't think their equipment's any better than ours at this point. All right. So what's the girl think?
She used rather expletive terms to describe the guys who pulled them over, but ultimately she would like to do expletive terms. But she ultimately wants to get to her grandparents. She thinks that
So she wants to kill these fuckers, but she also wants to go home. Yeah.
she is 16
We may have
years
to go
old.
through these
Yeah.
people.
All right. So maybe I guess we're going to do both then. So what's the best direction to go? You guys are locals. I look at Pavlov and I look at Minka. Gunny looks at him and said, "Well, you two know the best routes, the best ways to get around here. You know it better than I do." I said, "I know the north area better around the battlefield, but once we get farther south, I'm lost." So I got this map and that's about it. So what do you think we should do? Which way we should go? We're close to Kepno right now. We can get on the outskirts and sort of scan it out and see if there's, what's going on there. And, and maybe we can catch some people unawares and get their fuel, some of these college boys and girls.
The trouble with Kepno is if Ostrezov betrayed us, we now have problems on both sides.
Well,
We have
Yeah.
to find out if Ostrezov has betrayed us, or we go south, where we have woods to the south right now, so there's some protection.
I think
Hide
it's a
our
waste.
movements.
I think it's a waste of time finding that out. He's not going to tell us if he did. We can't prove either way. If he still has the weapons, then that doesn't indicate to me he betrayed us. It means that those guys from the college just saw you and waited for you to come out and just ambushed you.
But they know what we traded, so somebody on the inside had to have told them.
Yeah, exactly.
We had everything in the cart.
Yeah, but the cart. So Nathan, that cart, was it an open cart or was it covered? It was open.
What he's explaining is that from what this college man said was, you took our weapons and traded them for these items. They knew they traded the weapons. The college never saw the weapons go in, but they knew that's what they traded.
My assumption that when we first talked to him and said, in the time that it took us to walk back and then bring back, they called. They called and told them.
All right, so we'll assume that they did then. Now, if I don't know how we lure these guys out or lure this guy out or find out anything. And even if we get somebody out, what are we going to achieve by doing it?
Information.
Information what? What information?
Where might be safe for us to go so we can avoid them?
Oh, and you think they're going to tell us the truth? They're going to tell us whatever they want to be able to live. And if we do kill them, who's to say they don't send a bunch of people or call the college to come after us?
I mean,
we have no leverage.
Going to happen anyway.
We have no leverage. So if we run across them, fine. If we don't, I think it's a fool's errand to try and lay a trap for a bunch of people better armed than us and more people who have tactical advantage. They have a base, they have fuel, they have everything they need. We have limited fuel, one vehicle, one machine gun, a few long weapons. I got one grenade in this grenade launcher. God knows what else they have in that town that they haven't showed us. For all we know, they have a mortar.
Minka, I know you are mad, and I will follow you where you go. But I think the GI Joe is right. I am no soldier. I can't help very much. We were lucky at the farm. We were very lucky. I think that we should try to go around. We have the fuel to at least get to the next town. Maybe we run across these guys. We take revenge. Yes, but I don't think we should look for it.
How we get fuel from next town? What do we have to give?
I don't know. Maybe we take a few stops. We scrounge. We find some stuff to trade. We still have a few weapons. We have these 2 AKMs rifles that we did not sell. So we have a couple of rifles.
We have the extra shotgun and the bow that we found off a farm.
It's not much,
That's
but
true.
it might get us a few liters of fuel.
In fact, we'll sell this grenade launcher.
Liters of fuel gets us 10 kilometers.
Yes, true.
We have 300.
It's going to be a long trip. We're going to have to find a way to trade. Someone must be friendly out there.
We thought maybe this town was friendly. It did not work out so well.
No, I think that this town, now that I think about it, this is part of college. Look, when we walk through, they all make bed. Everyone make bed, right? Not everyone should make bed. Someone should make bed. Someone should make dresser. Someone should make chair. They all make bed. I bet we get to next town, they all make chair, right? They have.
I see what you're
The
saying.
Russian way.
Right. They have. This is They are they belong to college. They're just not advertising.
When you deal with the devil and they're dealing with the devil, you always get paid your due. I said, and right now, the college is getting what they want from them. They're going to want more. And when they want more and they can't give it, what do you think is going to happen to them?
Just first sense you talking sometime. It's good to hear.
So it's going to pay off for them. I said, down the road, you're going to be hearing their screams on the radio.
We
right?
have his name.
Or the
we can tell
Soviets
them
will
we're
come
looking
in.
for their plane. Yeah, we drop his name. We say we look for your plane.
Yeah, if we come across anybody, we'll play the role. We'll say, "Have you seen a plane, a large plane?" And I said, and it's and we'll play that role. We'll go from there. And if we do come across some people, we get to drop on them. We'll do what we need to do. And if they're from the college, oh well for them.
I do say that we will probably have to leave tonight. If we leave during the day, the spotters in their tower will see us and call.
Yeah. Don't assume that they're not getting a plan together to come get us. I agree. As soon as it's dark out, we need to fucking push this thing out and just push it down the road far enough out of sight of that tower, fire up the motor, and get rolling.
I agree. We should leave tonight.
Agreed. We should go.
And we have understanding. We should we should get ready to leave.
We should go to the south.
All right. That's the
We can
plan.
check with Psychov for supplies.
Yes,
Yeah.
we can.
We don't even know if there's still people living in that town.
Correct.
Oh, the one directly southwest of us? Or did we just want to try to power our way around Psycho down to Nemsov?
I think Ivan's there.
Right.
He escaped the village.
So for Sitsov, if we just power through, maybe we don't get any further. If we look at Sitsov, maybe they have supplies.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, we can go through there, see if it's good. All right. Everybody should, I guess we should pack up and get ready to go.
All right, so you load up.
So, metagame question, Twilight
Yep.
GM. All right, so all that conversation and everything. So, then does that mean, so that was 7:30-ish, it's probably 8:30. So is that basically just the end of the evening shift, and then we still have the night shift for day 2 to travel in?
Yeah.
Because after that it'll be morning. So this
Right.
we'll be traveling on the night shift then.
Yep.
All right.
I play some Marvin Gaye on the night shift.
I was going a different route with that one. What's the night road? Night road.
Night
That'll
moves.
work.
Night moves.
Night
yeah.
train.
Yes.
Working on your
Night
night
train.
moves.
All right, so you guys pack up and you open the pod bay doors, Hal, and you push out the miserable beast out into the road. And you know, how far do you push it? I guess by the sweat of your brow.
We push it. I want to try and get it like 1/10 of a mile if we can, if the road's permitting. If it gets too difficult, we'll just have to.
There's no road where we're going to go. If we're going to go to SoCal, Psycho.
Yeah,
there's-
but there's
200
roads where
meters.
there's roads where
200 meters.
we're on roads
200
right
meters.
now, is what he's saying.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking. I'm thinking
We're in the suburbs of a town, so there's going to be roads where we're at.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, so we're going to push it, and then we'll.
200 meters towards Sitsov.
Yes, and then we'll. I shut the garage behind me, make it look like where somebody's still in there, and then when we're out of line of the tower, we start it and we just slowly drive it, like this idle drive it, no lights, just get it far enough away from that tower. So if we do turn on, not that they should see it anyway, the night light, but just in case, just to give us the best advantages, and then we start making our way.
So we're going to have to make a what?
A driving roll and a recon roll.
So who's doing recon?
Who is the best recon?
I got driving down.
I'll do the recon, I guess.
I can give
What
an
are your-
assist to her. I think
What are
Blanco
your
has a good
stats
recon.
I've got a B and a C.
Yeah. So can Blanco assist him?
Yeah, Blanco can assist. Blanco has shit.
And if you
That's not
assist,
what he
as long
has.
as you have the
That's-
skill, you can just say you're assisting.
Yeah, Blanco has. Yeah, Blanco has recons that C and intelligence base, so he's assisting.
All right, so that bumps it to a B and a B. 1 success.
Okay.
Good enough. Better than no successes.
And can I assist Minka in driving? I just said that before you roll. but-
She already rolled, so
Yeah.
maybe.
I mean, it's not a bad roll.
Yeah. You'd have to be two.
Yeah, you hit a
kilometers.
pothole too. That's all. Humber can take it.
Miserable Beast makes many noises.
She drives great, but she accidentally hits the lights.
Highlights Gunny. Wait a minute, we left Blanco in the tallow. Isabel.
You approach
Sitsov.
Sitsov. Okay. And it does look like there's some fortifications there, but doesn't really look as built up as the last place.
Do we go around or do we try to
To go to Namastov or Lenska?
Well, I think we're trying to make it to Nemestov. But the big question is, do we want to stop and mess around with this town or go around it?
I think this town is very close to the last town.
I agree. This will be a college town too.
Does the population look, or what's left of the population, look concentrated in like center of the area, or is this like the typical European villages where there's a marked delineation between the village boundary and farmland?
Yeah, it's definitely farmland / village proper delineation, and it looks a lot smaller, like less than a dozen houses, probably.
We should go around to the west, come around, and then head to Namstoy. We can make it before morning.
Let us do that then.
Okay, let's go.
Well, make a recon roll to, I guess, to get around without being spotted.
All right. I'm going to take the same assist. 3 successes.
10.
So yeah, you find a good route to kind of use the ruined buildings that are nearby and natural cover to kind of make sure that there's no real good way to spot you from the fortifications that you see around this village. So you go another 10 kilometers and make another recon roll for me.
Are there any obviously abandoned, disabled vehicles?
Tell you
Ruins, things that we might want to explore.
Disabled vehicles, especially trucks that might have fuel we can reach.
Farm equipment, anything. Huh?
So you reach the road and the area around the road, and it looks like there was a major tank battle that had taken place here many, many months ago. And there are just absolutely dozens of burnt out battle tanks that are rusting away, and the whole area is covered with all different kinds of debris, like tank debris, other vehicles.
Does it look like conventional munitions?
I think we would know if it was nuclear.
Not necessarily. I mean,
yeah, I mean the blast areas you see look like tank blasts.
Okay.
We can check these tanks for fuel.
Yeah,
there might be some.
We could stop and scrounge. Yeah.
So I'll ask a meta game. This is where I think their system is kind of weird. So we're driving, right? If we stop and scrounge, technically, right? Like
it takes us around.
Right, and we've started an action, which is travel.
Oh yeah, this is
that's fine. So you've started and you've found this area, but it's dark. So you'd probably at least need to wait for some kind of light for any kind of scrounging to be successful, because you don't really know what's there. And
it could be a disabled. There's a difference between a disabled tank and a blown up tank. So
you can keep going, or you can stick around and come back to it. Or, I mean, stick around and wait for sunlight.
Seems like with this many vehicles about, many people would come here to scavenge.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crapshoot. We might find something, we might not.
I think the chance of getting fuel, if it's our number one issue, it might be worth we pull over in the woods and we wait till morning.
Can't hurt.
Yeah. I mean, get a couple hours of rest and wait till sunrise and scout.
Yeah, let's do it. We pull over, Nathan, find some cover.
You pull into the woods?
Yeah, find some cover.
Okay.
Yeah, all we need is to get in far enough to get a little bit of cover.
Make one more recon roll for me.
Really like pushing my luck, huh? There you go. Oh. There you go. No.
That's what you wanted, Nathan. Yeah. Push it.
No success.
Blanco was thinking about Isabel.
Man.
That's right.
So you pull into the woods and you find a clearing where there's some downed trees, and you find you kind of roll over something metal when you park Miserable Beast.
Okay. The hell's that?
Was it Striper?
What was it? Landmine.
It's a Bible. And it's so here we start.
You're all
hearing
dead.
fucking
Make new characters.
Willie Peter pops up in front of the gunny. Hello.
Beta rules time.
Oh, it was that neutron bomb. You read. Boom. Okay.
Minka's leg blows off.
Sorry, Minka.
I wanted them rap.
Okay.
So, what did we run over?
Who gets out of the truck?
I say, I'll get out and look. Nathan, I carefully look at the ground, reach down, try and bring my hand, make sure if I feel anything, I feel dirt.
I'll bring the gun up in the back of the truck to cover the side, the wood line.
Pavlov looks over at Minka. We had the flashlights.
Sorry.
The trouble with flashlights is everybody else see flashlight too.
Yes, but we don't see anything. What if he's feeling around and finds tetanus?
I take my iPhone out, Nathan. And I fucking shine it.
Your iPhone.
You take out your Nokia.
Yeah, guys, I've had
you take out your Nokia brick phone, and by the lights.
Yeah, it's like, hey man, I got a signal.
So you reach down and you feel a smooth piece of metal.
All right, nobody move this thing. All right, don't move. I don't know what it is. So I get out and is there any light from the moon, anything? Actually, the front of the Humvee.
With car.
So I slowly get out and I just, I feel on all fours, get around to the front of the Humvee because there's that little light that shines down. And I see if it shows me anything, that we missed, like covered in grass or dirt. Like, there's like dirt covering partially something, or don't tell me it's this goddamn plane we've been looking for.
It's a very long, straight piece of aluminum that's bent.
Does it look like a wing?
No, it's a lot smaller than that.
I lean towards Pavlov. I think he is making sexy moves for Kurva.
That's what he's doing, but I would like to know whether we are parked on a landmine or not.
Well,
it's much bigger than a landmine, and
you run over it. If it's landmine, it already explode.
Okay, I feel around. I look underneath the Humvee. Is there anything protruding up that sticks into the Humvee?
No. It's definitely you see it extends underneath, and it's long, kind of curved piece of aluminum that looks machined properly.
Is there a parachute nearby?
It's hard to see.
All right. So
how many hours till sunrise?
A few hours.
So I tell him, I said, back up the Humvee slowly, just very slowly back it up. And I'm going to stand up next to the seat.
Why don't we get everybody else out of the Humvee?
I agree with Mr. Mueller there. I'd like to get out of Humvee.
Get out. It's not listen, this isn't it's something. It's not a weapon though. It's a piece of aluminum.
Either way, we're riding on something that should not be ridden on, probably. Let's lighten the load.
And Pavlov will get out and stand out there with his crowbar.
Take Zofie, go.
Minka goes, if it's going to explode, it's already exploded. And I just back up.
USCCP. Oh, shit.
You back up and do you use the down-firing lights from the Humvee to illuminate it?
Yeah. Gives off a little light, a little enough to in front of it, yeah. Yeah,
so it's this gray machine piece of aluminum, riveted together, and it looks like it's if you know planes at all, it's the probably the aileron part of the wing. That's just all on its own.
Okay, guys, we're going to stay here till morning, so we might need, ironically, be near a plane wreck. I said, we're in a clearing, right? I said,
what are the odds?
I said, yes. I said, and once the light clears, if we see broken trees and stuff, then we might be near whatever the hell they're looking for, which also means we might be, we might be near radiation. So, all right.
Yeah, this is the only obvious piece you see right here.
Okay, well, we could use this aluminum to fashion swords. So, no, So we, all right, well, we wait because, it could have been a supply plane too, which could be good. We could have supplies near here. So let's wait till light.
Perhaps we find space where the car is not so visible in clearing.
Yeah.
There's also a piece of metal we could stick to doors. We could try to hammer onto doors to give more armor.
It's aluminum.
Aluminum is paper.
If it was titanium like an SR-71, it'd be different, but this is aluminum. And we couldn't just break off titanium anyway. So
Is that even real?
Yeah, it's real.
Isn't that what the man's shield made of?
Man shield? The man shield? What?
Well, the man with the shield who throws it around.
Captain
He's like
America?
you, wears big red, white, and blue.
Oh God, yes, Captain America.
He
yes.
means David Hasselhoff. David Hasselhoff.
Yes.
No, that's Steve Rogers. That is not. Don't you dare.
Who should have been played?
Name with David Hasselhoff.
David Hasselhoff would make an excellent Captain America.
I disagree.
I stand by those words.
Yeah, you would.
Captain
Arnold Schwarzenegger should play Captain America. That's what I'm saying. Good Austrian. Wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. Let's go. Come on. So we go find a place to hide the Hummer, and then we wait till light. I guess unless anybody wants to do anything.
No, I think for me the only thing Pavlov wants to do is rest. So because he didn't have a job in the Humvee, and I still have a stress point. So basically, you kind of just hung out in the vehicle, and he'll just sit in the vehicle and rest for the rest of the evening.
Yeah.
GM
Axel was saying because he's got a stress as well. So
yeah, Gunny will stay up, and he's not as stressed as the rest of the group.
So
Twilight, something interesting happens.
Twilight.
Nothing else interesting happens. And morning comes.
The birds are chirping.
The birds are chirping.
Zofie's eating cereal dry out of a box.
The radioactive zombies are stirring out of their beds.
Oh, thank God! Finally,
this is our time.
Pavlov is eating a couple of packaged pastries in plastic wrapping from one of his trash bags. They're clearly marked of Larry's bear claws.
See, do we have a good commercial break?
Do we have any group water?
No, we do not have group water. I have water. Do you have water?
You need water?
No, I'm out of water, is what I'm saying. I will give you some food. I will give you some food for some water.
Here, take some water.
You are very free with your food and water, G.I. Joe.
No, it's not like this. If the team ain't up to par, then none of us are up to par. And we're only strong as our weakest member. If he's dehydrated and stumbling around, he's just as likely to get us killed as as the enemy. So here. So
you're in this clearing. As the sun rises, you actually see a little bit more debris further to the north, because you kind of came into this woods from the south. Up from the road, and you definitely see more debris kind of north from where you are. Looks like bits and pieces of plane, and it looks like there might be a few downed trees that way also.
All right, so we gotta check this out. Any markings you can see, like U.S. Air Force, Britain, France, USSR, Germany?
Not from here. No, you don't see. You're basically see just bits and pieces.
We should close and take a look.
How clear is the path for, say, taking the vehicle towards it?
Probably pretty
you
flat.
You could probably
now.
get a little bit further along. It'd take you some finagling to get Miserable Beast through there, but you could probably, meander forward that way.
That's what these things are built for.
Yep. Let's go.
So you hop back into Miserable Beast, and you go. You start kind of creeping your way forward, and you definitely see ahead, probably half a kilometer. You see a more full part of a tail section of a plane with Russian Air Force markings.
Okay, good. Let's keep going. There might be a cargo plane. There might be some stuff in it.
I'm also worried that if it's this plane that they were looking for, there might be radioactive materials. Should just be.
All right.
We should just be careful.
All right. Well, we'll get so close that a couple of us will go up on foot. I'll go up on foot and we'll take a look. If somebody will go with me. Blanco, you're nuts. You want to go up there with me? Blanco, yes, I will go with you.
Axel, I will protect you.
I must protect Axel. What
Your
would Isabel
seed
say?
must remain strong.
For that girl, she could have many children. I put my seed in Isabel. Oh, God.
Even when he's not here, he's grossing us out.
So me and Blanco will move forward and to inspect the vehicle. I'll leave my grenade launcher behind.
It's the tail section. You see, it definitely looks like it's ripped off.
All right, we'll check
from the
it.
rest of the plane.
It's full of food and fuel.
Yeah, it's there's not a whole lot there, and there's sheets of metal that if you wanted to construct a rudimentary lathe or something like that.
No. Well, wait a minute. If we just wait a minute. Hold it. If we constructed a lathe, we can manufacture things and start our own economy. Maybe this is the way.
While they're looking for the tail, I'll look for the wings.
Okay.
But again, how big by the tail section does it look like?
Pretty big. Pretty big.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll check the tail section, then we'll move forward. Me and Blanco will move forward toward the main body of the plane on foot if we can't get the vehicle up any.
Yeah. So.
Wait a minute. Blanco has a Geiger counter here. Just kidding. He doesn't.
So Axel, you go a little bit to the west. Does that sound reasonable? And you find a wing, and it looks like a huge wing with two. It's in multiple pieces, but you basically find two prop engines.
Knowing that fuel is quite often stored in the wings, that is why I went looking for it. I will try to see if there's any fuel to be found.
Yeah, make a scavenging roll.
I think it's survival, right?
Yeah. I think you're right. It's...
Well, no, I have the scrounger skill.
Yeah,
so
right, which gives you a bump on the survival.
So it brings me from a D to a C. So
okay.
Something. One success.
Yeah. So, and if I'm not mistaken, I think airplane fuel is probably a lot more higher concentration.
Yes, it's JP8, and then you got to mix it with like transmission fluid. That's what we did. There's a ratio. You can so many quarts of transmission fuel for a tank on Humvee, because that's what he did in the Gulf.
And
basically any hydraulic fluid.
Remember, Axel has a chemist background as well, so, distilling grain alcohol or fuel, identifying chemical compounds, he gets a +1 to his tech rolls.
Oh, cool. So yeah, and there is actually some, if I'm not mistaken, a set of landing gear close by, also near the wing. But yeah, it's huge. So yeah, there's definitely some fuel in there. You'd have to get something to extract it.
All right, well, I'll head back to the group once I locate it.
Okay.
And just a side note, I mean, my character doesn't know this at all, but if you're a chemist and you have some, so if there's landing gear nearby, it's not the same as transmission fluid, but there might be some hydraulic fluid in
And that stuff is really caustic, if I'm not mistaken. Also, so that would be really difficult to handle. You could probably do some neat stuff with it, but I actually spent some time at a facility that does some jet engine parts, and there's like this stuff that they use that just eats through everything.
Not everything is lube, Nathan.
Yeah. Good to know. Found out the hard way. Yeah, it was for they built reverse thrusters or something like that.
How much fuel does he find?
You'll figure that out later.
We'll have to figure out how to get it out first.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So Gunny, you creep further ahead with Blanco, and you see a whole bunch of down trees. Another probably 2 kilometers ahead, and you approach that, and you see basically what looks like the whole the fuselage of the plane kind of half submerged in a like a really kind of like a small lake, large pond type of thing. And it's in there, kind of. You see where the wings used to be attached. There's no wings attached to it anymore. Just the center of the fuselage with the kind of the forward part, under the water, and the tail is. Yeah, you're not even sure the cockpit's there.
Okay, I tell Blanco, I said, listen, I need you to hang back and cover me. I'm going to approach and take a look in the back of the fuselage and see what I see. See if I can see what they were carrying. It's a supply plane, there might be some supplies still strapped into it. If it's something else, we need to know. So and Gunny moves forward. He keeps his eyes on the ground, feet, sees where he's walking. All he knows this could be like grenades or mines around him from that thing, spilling out.
Yeah, let's make a recon roll.
Yeah, my recon is. If Blanco's going to help me, of course.
Okay. Step there. Don't step there.
Gunny.
No, it's not mine. I'm trying to teach you to dance. That's the language of love.
Gunny.
This is how Italian men get women. We dance.
All right. So yeah, you're able to kind of. Yeah, you have to kind of get out into the water a little bit and hoist yourself up to get inside.
Yeah, that's fine.
And there is
Leeches.
a lot of debris in there. Nothing in there looks like it's secured anymore, which is understandable from a crash landing. And you see some boxes and crates and kind of a what do they call like rails that lead toward the back of the plane.
Okay. Well, I look at one of the boxes. See if I can make out what's in it. Or one of them's cracked open and I can look in it. Nuclear grenades.
You see, basically like a bunch of tools that you don't recognize what they're for.
Okay. Any manuals? Everything's in Russian anyway. I can't read it. Look around. Look at some of the boxes. Bust open a couple of the boxes and the larger boxes.
You find one has a couple of mop suits in it.
Huh. That's definitely. I'll pull a couple of those out, like a couple I can carry. I'll throw them out of the plane if I can onto the dry land. A few of those, and for our party. And I just keep looking around, Nathan, see what I can find.
Yeah, you're shuffling through and you're moving stuff around, and you come underneath like a lot of the debris, and there's like parts of trees in there, and all kinds of stuff, and it's pretty muddy in there from rain. So you have to kind of watch your footing, and you brush stuff across, and you see like one really really large crate that's looks heavily secured.
Is it wooden? Is it metal? Is it like does it have any warning? Does it have any of the universal warnings on it? Like most nuclear, biological, chemical warnings are universal, which means it shows the same. So it's pictures. Pretty. This is near the kind of the bottom, so it's pretty muddy, and you're kind of wiping it off and clearing everything, and your hand goes across kind of the middle part of it, and you see a big radioactive symbol. Well, I pull my hands back. I grab the rest of the mop suits. I get the fuck out of there, and I start throwing at Blanco. I said, "Grab some of these mop suits for me," and we head back. We need to get the fuck away from this plane.
I am not a mop. I am not a mopper. I am a lover and a fighter.
So in those tools, Nathan, was there anything? Tyr, you're muted.
That's all right. I was playing the part of Blanco anyway, so it doesn't matter what it is.
So, well, Nathan, while I was looking at the tools, was there anything in there I could think we could use to siphon fuel, like a line or a plastic line or tanks, like anything? I mean, did you try to haul that out with you? Well, I would have, if I found it first, I would have set it off to the side before I keep looking, because I'm looking for stuff we can use, like mop suits, like if any of the tools, or if there were anything but any like fuel cans or even plastic containers we could use to put fuel in, anything, even a bin, a fucking box like that, like an ammo can. I would have even used that to help mix fuel. Anything simple. Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty big tool chest. It would probably take both of you to like haul that back to the Humvee. All right. Well, I'll take the cool chest out, and I'll pull some stuff out. So basically, you have to like drop it into the water and then like get down and like drag it out of the mud. Yeah, well, that's what I do, and then I go back in. Then I guess I'll find the radioactive stuff. When I fight to get to that point, then I'll get the fuck out of there, and we'll move things back, and we'll head back to the group and say, okay, I think I found what our Russian friend was looking for.
So I found the rest of us.
I come back. I found fuel.
Well, I found some tools here. I got this toolbox, and I think they go for a nuclear device, because in that plane is some sort of nuclear thing. There's a symbol on it. It says radiation warning. It doesn't look like it was breached.
No obvious signs of breach then.
That I could tell, unless you
maybe somebody could fix. Maybe you should just rinse off and change your clothes anyway, just to be on the safe side.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I mean, rinse out in what?
Just go find a puddle. Do anything than what you were in.
Perhaps the giant pond we are next to, right?
As long as the plane's not in it with the radioactive fucking box.
Yeah. And anywhere than the water you were just in, find something else.
Yes.
At least
I'm going to go find. Yeah, I'm going to find another. Yeah, you'll find another stream. Yeah, I'll jump in there, and I jump in there, pull my clothes off, like douse my clothes really good in there, and throw them off to the side.
Why is he keep losing all his clothes? Is he like that?
Zofie's peeking.
Yeah. They call me the shovel. I gotta say why.
While they're all doing that,
it's just like American movie. Man always lose clothes.
What are you talking about? What type of American movies do you watch? Oh, don't answer that. Okay.
Star Trek.
G.I. Joe.
That's right. That's what I was thinking. It was Captain Kirk's shirt.
Yeah.
Always getting ripped.
Yeah.
Don't I look like the Hoff now? No.
Well, they're gone. For this shift, can Minka and I do, like, I don't know if she wants to set up camp. I was going to go foraging because I can't scrounge in the same hex.
So for this shift, you could go do some scrounging. I mean, some foraging.
And then I don't know if Minka, do you want to set up camp while there?
A three-eyed fish.
Why is it always Minka who set up camp? Every time it's Minka. Camp. Minka, set up camp. Minka, cook dinner. Fuck you all.
She says this as she's setting up camp. And
I looked at the terrain, so I get a +1 if I look in the woods for foraging. Okay. And I am going to try to forage for water since Axel said he was out. So I have no survival skill, but I have this will bump me to an A intelligence or a D12 for my.
I could assist you because I have a B intelligence, B survival.
Well, you can't set up camp if you assist me.
My point is somebody else can set up camp.
I don't know. Does Zofie have survival?
She has. Yeah, she has survival. She has survival as a C.
Okay, she can set up camp, I guess. Yeah.
You're gonna sell her to set up camp? Because that ain't gonna go well. She looks at you and she goes. She wants a cigarette to set up camp.
I do not have. Look, Minka, you talk to girls. She scare me. She's scary.
I look at Pavlov. What?
You're out looking in an airplane. You're
okay. I'm not back.
You deal. I'm going to go look for some water. You can help me if you want. If you can get girl to set up camp, maybe you just make like tenty fiery cookie. You.
I look at Zofie and I look at him, and then I look back at Zofie and say, "Come, let us see what we can find hunting." I just grab Zofie and go.
That's probably better. I'm gonna go foraging. I'm gonna roll my 1d12 here, and hope to goodness I find something. That's what I'm gonna do. And I don't find anything.
You find radiation.
Zofie will give Minka the help action, I guess, for hunting.
Yeah, I will. So we'll do the hunting thing.
Yeah, it was the hunting thing. That was.
Oh yeah, you gotta do a survival, I think, to find the tracks.
Yeah, survival to find the tracks.
Recon to get close enough.
Yeah. And
then an attack to take it down.
Yeah. And then
do I get an assist?
She has all of the recon. She does have recon and she has survival.
So she'd probably be better at recon then because I don't have recon. I just
all right. Yeah. Well, you give her the assist for recon. She'll make that roll. And she gets no successes. But she wants to impress you, so she's gonna push it.
Yeah, she'll take a point of stress, but yeah, that's probably.
She took a point of stress and she got a success.
Nice.
Yeah, roll a d6 to see what kind of animal it is.
All right, 1d6. Okay, there's something odd with the random number generator here.
It's a bear.
So
let's go all over the place.
No, we'll just go with another rabbit.
Yeah, you're the rabbit catcher apparently.
And make an attack roll to kill Bunny Fufu. Ooh, you killed the shit out of Bunny Fufu with those 2 successes.
God, there's nothing left but fur.
And I'm gonna say you get 2 rabbits because the hunting stuff is a little weird for me. So 2 successes, I think you should get 2 rabbits.
That is fair.
And they are 2 food apiece, 2 raw food apiece. So you bring your fresh kill back to Miserable Beast, where Pavlov is empty-handed. Gunny Sgt Mason's glowing a little bit. Yeah, so I think
Axel has the Humvee manual out.
You're going through the tools, and it definitely looks like kind of more like aircraft repair type tools.
Okay. Still,
so I should be able to recognize some of them as vehicle tools, as a mechanic.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. There's a lot of them are the same kind of thing, but some of them are very specialized for aircraft. So as we're wrapping up here, I think this is probably a good place to stop. Is there any kind of final things you want say before we close out the show?
Well, Gunny comes back and he says, okay, you have no choice. We have to do as we did in the last campaign and wire this thing to blow up the area. We'll take the space elevator, which is over. Wait a minute. Oh, shit. I guess that's it, guys. Nice knowing you.
You just have a file folder full of characters named Gunny.
The solution's always the same. Blow
Thank you for
something up
listening
space
to
elevator.
AARPG's presentation of It's Always Cloudy in Kalisz. The game system we are playing is Free League's Twilight 2000 4th Edition Alpha. Our game master for this story is Nathan. Our cast includes Tyr as Axel Mueller, German college student turned reluctant soldier and guardian. Cupo as Blanco Fantasma, an Italian assassin who thinks that if he can protect his nephew, Axel, then maybe there's some light left in the world. Chris as Minka, the Polish farm girl who wants to escape the madness of war and establish a new community. Matt as Pavlov Onajecki, a Polish wannabe criminal and childhood friend of Minka who sees the war as an opportunity to become a big boss himself. And Sean as Gunny Sgt Mason, an American career soldier from the hills of Appalachia. Gunny Sgt Mason has fought in one war after another since Vietnam, and all he wants to do is go home, if there is a home, but not lose himself in the process. Our story was played on Roll20 Virtual Tabletop. Special thanks to Knock Phoenix, who made the character sheets for Twilight 2000 in Roll20. Our shows are recorded using OBS, OBS Ninja, and Audacity. Our sound editing is done with Reaper. Original artwork for the AARPG logo was created by Sarah McMullen. You can see her other work at sarahmcmullenart.com. Music for the podcast was provided by Dark Fantasy Studios. Sound effects were licensed through Audio Jungle. Join us each week for more stories, interviews, and other random insights into the world of gaming. You can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and at our website, theaarpgs.com, where you can check out additional information about our stories and our cast. If you would like to help the show out, please like us, follow us, subscribe, or retweet our shows to your friends so that we can share our stories with as many people as possible. If you would like to support the show more directly, you can pick up some AARPG podcast merchandise in our website store. Money from the merchandise sales go right back into the podcast to help us pay for services, software, and material to create even more stories. The AARPG podcast is not affiliated or endorsed by Free League Publishing or any of the other vendors we've mentioned in the credits. So until next time, stay safe, be kind to one another, and play games.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to make this a meme now and have a nuclear bomb every.
So apparently, and from what I've read just now on the forums, you can't pour that JP8 if it is JP8 straight in the Hummer and run on it, but it'll break down without some sort of lubricant
it'll burn
like
up
Sean was saying.
It can basically cause the engine to seize.
It'll burn the motor up. It's too hot. It will run on it. It will run. But if you add for a little while, but a lubricant additive or oil or transmission fluid, that'll do it. Best. And guess what plane wings have in them also? Hydraulic fluid.
And tubes.
Fuck yeah. You know what? Then we're just siphoning that shit up.
Do that again.
No, those are piss tubes. Those are piss tubes. No.
Just do it again. Do it slow.
Oh, God. It's brown. It's brown.
Do it slower.
No.
Come on, Gunny.
Nathan, I
you
can't
are
see
very
your hands.
proficient. You can siphon from two tubes at once. You just
can that be the cover for this week's episode?
I'm almost finished with this episode. All right, guys. Thanks. That was
very cool.
Good. I think we. So I keep on throwing stuff in your path, and eventually you'll take the bait. But
you just want us to go to college.
No, I don't want you to do
Now,
anything.
bullshit, Nathan.
I want you to.
There's no
I
reason
want
we
you
should have found this nuke.
to. I want you to think about what you want to do with a nuclear weapon. If you.
All I want to do is A-team together a bunch of those tanks into one super tank, put the nuclear weapon on it.
Launches the nuclear missile.
That launches that bomb. So we pull up to the college like about 10 miles away.
No. But it's A-team, so it's got to like fire 2x4s and all
And it's
non-lethal damage.
It's all
non-lethal
non-lethal.
damage.
Yeah, the bomb's going to land, and the people are just going to go flying out of the town. But they'll get up and shake themselves off and run away.
So I want to take this nuclear weapon and like cut pieces of the plutonium off like a cheese thing slowly, and then make little
That's
bombs.
Blanco. Blanco would just sit there and eat it like it's Parmesan.
Blanco's back there. I've already opened the box.
He's grating
I've
it.
already made nuclear grenades. We have nuclear grenades now. We just need to throw them and run. They blow up like, meatball in microwave. Boom, all over the place. It's beautiful.
Yeah, nobody's gonna fuck with you then. But then, after a few days, your hair starts falling out.
We're all going to be dead.
He's going to
He'll
paint.
be glowing. You're like,
He's
hey,
going to
what's
paint
up?
on the side of the bomb, Isabel.
Isabel.
I'm surprised that's not on the side of Miserable Beast yet. His rendition of Isabel, like the pinups on the bombers from World War II.
Isabel.
The nude of your aunt.
I need more ink to make the bosoms larger.
Jesus.
Yes. Full like Isabel.
All right, guys. So that was fun. So have a good night. I think we'll stop there.
It's almost like Tony was here.
Almost.
Yeah.